road. We wait for the start, and to call it for the Motor Racing Network from Grand Rapids, Michigan, Jeff Striegel.
The Monster Energy Open, the green flag is in the air, and we are underway here in Charlotte already. Daniel Hemrick will break away with the lead. We'll stack them 2 wide. They're looking 3 wide just behind.
Could not ask for a better start for Daniel Hemrick. He is away quickly with the lead. Michael McDowell to the bottom right second. Third to William Byron. Paul Menard and Daniel Suarez trying to rally in the high groove.
4-car breakaway, except now Kyle Larson to the inside of Paul Menard. That's the race for the number 4 position. Larson starting to make some hay down low, but it's all Hemrick, and Menard's in the wall. He'll slip up and just glance off the wall. Everybody to his inside off the corner.
Everybody stays clean and green. Menard gets his foot back in the gas. Hemrick, the leader, gets away by 2 car lengths. They're stacked up from 3rd on back.
Side-by-side battle for the number 3 position. Kyle Larson way sideways on the bottom of turn number 2. That'll allow William Byron to get away. The challenge now for 4th.
And David Reagan around the outside of Kyle Larson. Larson falls a place in line in 5th. They're side-by-side for 6th. Here's Bowman to the Daniel Suarez.
Racing back off turn number 4. They're also side-by-side for 2nd. Remember, only 20 laps from green to green checkered flag. Hemrick leads side-by-side, runner-up William Byron and Michael McDowell.
They continue to run 2 by 2, which is good news for Daniel Hemrick. He continues to leg out his lead. Byron trying to get the advantage over McDowell. They are still door-to-door.
Now McDowell will come sweeping around the outside. He'll reclaim the 2nd position, and as they angle up for the entrance in turn 3, Byron will look to the outside. Nothing there behind him. Here comes Kyle Larson with a full head of steam.
Man, that's got to be a major disappointment for Paul Menard. Here's a car that everybody thought could win this race. A Penske car, Penske power with the Youch race guys. But boy, I tell you what, he went in turn 3, slid all the way up against that wall, clobbered that wall, come back trying to get some momentum going for that Yates engine and that Penske team.
Off of what we saw in practice yesterday, the draft will come into play and come into play quite effectively. However, at the moment, Daniel Hemrick wants nothing to do with the draft. He's driving away from the field. His advantage is 1 full second from a good fight from 2nd on back.
McDowell has fallen back into the clutches of William Byron and Kyle Larson. Byron looking to the bottom of the racetrack. Can't make the move this time off turn 2.
He started the run down low, then had to back away. Matter of fact, he'll lose 2 car lengths as they race off the end of the back straightaway. It's shaping up to be a 4-man battle for 2nd. Byron way up the racetrack, and the car bobbling its head off the corner.
Also right behind that one car getting into the, just kind of like Menard, glancing off the fence right here. That may have been Matt DiBenedetto. We'll follow up there in a moment. Meanwhile, front of the field, Daniel Hemrick.
And the charge is on back for the number 4 position. William Byron has fallen back into the clutches of his Hendrick Motorsports teammate, Alex Bowman, to the number 4 spot.
Bowman will take 4th, and William Byron will fall back to 5th. These drivers starting out with a wide arc into the corner, then diving down to the bottom. Here's a challenge for 2nd.
As Michael McDowell slipped up the racetrack, left the bottom open, Kyle Larson will take advantage. Here comes Alex Bowman. He wants to fill the gap to the inside as well.
3-man dance for the runner-up position. Larson has it, at least for the moment. Bowman to the inside of Michael McDowell. He'll drop Michael all the way back to the number 4 spot.
All this racing has allowed Daniel Hemrick in that gold RCR Chevrolet to get away. The distance, half the distance of the back straightaway. Battle for 3rd. McDowell to the inside. Bowman now around the outside.
Daniel Hemrick does have a good race car, and he drives away from the field. His advantage is going to be a solid 2+ seconds right now. Right at 2 seconds, Rusty Wallace. Got to feel good if you're Daniel Hemrick. You got that big of a lead, a good race car. Try not to throw it away.
Yeah, Hemrick's in good shape right now. He's looking really good, but he's got his worst nightmare right behind him. Kyle Larson, I'm looking at the lap times. Kyle's about a 1/10 of a second faster than Daniel Hemrick right now. He's running down. He's catching a little bit as they exit off of turn 4 right in front of you, Mike Bagley.
Indeed he is. Watching Larson come to life, Rusty, it's been amazing to watch him do that seesaw battle. He'll get up there, maintain a position, lose a couple of spots, and now he's got some ground to make up. But right now, he seems to have that Chevrolet purring like a kitten right now, using the bottom lane of the racetrack instead of that wide arc that he normally takes and that wide ride he takes up against the safer barrier.
Alex, next time by, it'll be 10 in, 10 to go for Daniel Hemrick. He has led all the way, trying to do exactly what you said. Take the green flag, leave everybody behind, and get that Chevrolet Camaro onto pit road as quickly as possible. He's doing that.
He is indeed. He's having a fine run at it. And Dave, it looks like he's driving the car nice and smoothly through turns 1 and 2.
He is indeed, Alex. Left side tires right down on that double white line. Line has not varied a bit since the start of this race.
Mike Bagley, as Daniel Hemrick works to you, it looks the same over at your end of the racetrack as well.
It is. They have legged it out now between the top 4 cars. Battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th, starting to heaten up. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. now becoming a part of that battle with David Reagan and Daniel Suarez.
Again, 10 down, 10 to go. We'll follow that battle. Remember, it's Hemrick, Larson, Alex Bowman, William Byron, top 4. Then you get back, Dave, to David Reagan, Suarez, and Ricky Stenhouse.
Reagan's got about a car length and a half over Daniel Suarez, who gets a little bit tail happy at the exit of turn number 2, trying to close in.
Suarez trying to track Reagan down now. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. trying to do the same. They arc it wide, dive to the bottom of the racetrack. Double white line at the bottom. Those 3 drivers using that inside line through 3 and 4.
Dave Moody, I'm taking a look at these cars, the line they're taking. I really thought they were going to be up in the 2nd and 3rd lane, up where they put that grip down in, they painted grip, they call it. A lot of guys call it BHT. It's a liquid they put down to create grip. They're on the bottom of the track right now. They're not up top, and the ones that I see up high, especially in turn 3 and 4, are actually slipping and sliding around quite a bit.
Well, they really are, Rusty, and I think one of those leads to the other. I don't think they've got a lot of confidence in that extreme outside groove right now. Paul Menard got a piece of it on lap 1. The Mac DiBenedetto machine got a piece of it. Kyle Larson nearly lost the handle at this end of the racetrack, so I think they're giving themselves a little elbow room between themselves and the safer barrier right now.
There'll be 6 laps to go in stage number 1 when the race leader Daniel Hemrick comes back around and gets to the start-finish line. He's exiting turn 4 right now. Again, here in the Monster Energy Open, the winner of each stage will advance automatically to the main event, the All-Star Race 2019. If it should be Hemrick here in stage number 1, he'll be able to take the car straight to the garage area, does not have to compete the rest of the Open. That's a big advantage because that gives the team an opportunity, cool the race car down just a bit, but boy, oh boy, does Daniel Hemrick have a fast race car, Jeff. He was the fastest in the Open practice yesterday.
Well, the one thing that we know for sure is that Richard Childress Racing Chevrolet Camaros are very good here this weekend. Austin Dillon, his teammate, also has a very good car, and you will see that car when we get to the All-Star. Right now, Hemrick trying to do the same thing, make it number 16, starter number 16, Mike Bagley. He makes his way off turn number 2 and down the back straightaway.
He has already put Joey Gase 1 lap in arrears. He'll have the Quinn Health car and a couple of others to deal with, but he's not wavered from the bottom line of the racetrack all the way downstairs, then arcing it about a lane and a half off the bottom, off 4.
Guys, a little while ago I said that Daniel Hemrick was getting caught by
Turn 2, B.J. McLeod up in smoke midway through turns 1 and 2. Keeps a handle on the race car, avoiding the spin in his own fluid. Gets it down onto the apron of the racetrack on the back straightaway.
And Chris Buescher has a problem in turn number 4. Flat tire for him. The car was sideways. Almost stuffed it in the fence. He was able to keep it underneath him, but he does have a flat tire on that car, but no damage because of the wall or anyone else.
Money line caution number 1 on the speedway with just 4 laps remaining here in stage number 1.
O'Reilly. Could your car use a spring cleaning? Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts during Clean Car Month for great deals on everything you need to keep your car looking new. Like Mother's California Gold Wash and Wax, just $4.99 for a 64-ounce bottle. That's a $6 savings. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Limits apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
As we watch the suburban garden gnome carefully without disturbing it, we notice that it moves like not at all. It's inanimate and utterly without brain function. But despite that, when a garden gnome hears about how Geico not only saves people money, but also gives them access to licensed agents 24/7 online and over the phone, it's clear to them you should switch. Because yes, switching to Geico is a no-brainer. But on second thoughts, maybe don't watch garden gnomes too carefully. People might talk.
Back at Charlotte Motor Speedway, you know, Daniel Hemrick, the race leader, has never won a race in any of NASCAR's top 3 national touring divisions. No, winning the stage number 1 doesn't count as winning the All-Star race, but boy, how big is that going to be for his confidence? Pit lane remains closed. There are 3 laps remaining here in stage number 1 of the 34th annual Monster Energy Open. The caution is out. Sponsored by Money Lion, the world's most powerful financial membership. Money Lion, here we roar. From Charlotte Motor Speedway, this is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
Hey guys, Corley Joy. Join me and my friends Lauren Fox and Daryl Mott on the Sunday Money Podcast. We talk racing.
What happened in California? Like, what? Because
Yeah, they all sat in a pit road waiting for one guy to be the sacrificial lamb, and nobody wanted to do it. And just life.
Did you fall in love on TV?
No, definitely not. I could not.
Plus, you never know who might stop by. Young Ryan Blaney's here with something in his hand.
I brought you our script because you guys are like our show. So
it's Sunday Money on MRN.com, iTunes, Spotify, or wherever else you listen to podcasts.
Hey guys, it's Dylan Welch. He's Tyler Burnett. We're the co-hosts of the Rip the Fence podcast. If you like traditional non-wing dirt track racing, we've got the podcast for you.
Shane Meal trying to drive away.
I can't do everything, but I could do anything and everything I wanted before I got injured. So
just like many of the great podcasts going, we invite racers in to talk, and they tell us their life story.
And it's how I feel that matters.
It's the Rip the Fence podcast, available on MRN.com and your favorite podcast app.
Charlotte Motor Speedway is where we are. It is the 34th annual Monster Energy Open on All-Star Weekend here for the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. The main event coming up just a little bit later on this evening. The Open is underway right now. Stage number 1 will see the green checkered flag and the winner of stage 1 go on to the garage area and advance automatically to the All-Star race tonight. The winner of stage number 2 will do the same. And of course, the winner of the Open itself, the final checkered flag at lap number 50 in this event, will also advance to the All-Star race. And the fourth way any one of these 24 drivers can get into the main event is by popularity, the fan vote. That counts.
Kind of like a Saturday night short track